Hello viewers and welcome to a brand new episode of Battlegroup Skunk Works, a series that talks about the various strengths and weaknesses of battlegroup formations you can use in Lancer Battlegroup. In today's episode, let's talk about the Carrier and Frigate flagship battlegroup, just one frigate though, mostly because frigate battlegroups are mostly just meme and also you will die a lot. For Carrier battlegroup, usually without a battleship, they can get quite a few extra points that can be spent on something else due to the lack of an expensive battleship, and remember, Carriers have 3 free points for escorts and wings, so that's even more points. However, you also not gonna have a high damage or auto-firing super heavy gun unless you bring in the Kratons, so there's always a trade-off somewhere. That said, you do have a lot more flexibility than battleship build, as you can have 2 carriers at max for your battle group, allowing you to mix and match basically any carrier pairs for any situations. Anyway, let's start this episode off with Battlegroup Lost Sons of Valhalla, a Tawa battlegroup that is of course, focused on boarding because that's what Tawa is good at, with the NHP boarding ace and your standard mounted chassis wing for a lot of giant robot boarding. To prevent yourself from getting counter-boarded, there's a Minokawa with pipe cleaner for more boarding, and since you will be getting close anyway, a Tolumnia with dual conical is very deadly. Battlegroup Bully the GM is a Farragut battlegroup with one goal, screen up to 4 battlegroups including you with its Huron, so none of the escorts on the enemy side is safe when attacking. Battle Space CIC also lets you screen allies a whole range band away, so you don't need to invade their personal space just to screen them. You even have a superior in case some repair is needed, and comes with a cruiser plus a bunch of guns for loads of firepower. Battlegroup here take this Lfac is a Tongass battlegroup that's actually revolved more around its triple Lahos with triple Lfac missiles that can pick any targets at any time, and thanks to these ships being from IPSN, they are tough as hell. There's also an insightful commander because you want the GM to pull you in, so you can use the reaction to fire another missile for a triple salvo, which deals high enough damage that almost anything will die in one salvo, and at the last minute, you can just pick whichever target you want to die, and with double payload Outrider from the Tongass, those missiles will arrive safely. Battlegroup The Unqualified is a Tagetes battlegroup with a quick-firing Barbarossa thanks to a Huron, which thanks to Tagetes straight, the Barba will hurt even more. It also has Minelayer to discourage GM from moving it, and a destroyer just for more damage and mobility, and also 2 Ono because you could never have enough Ono. Battlegroup A Hunger That Hates is a double Masauwu battlegroup which is rather expensive because of the straight, but yes, basically with this build, for 2 tactics, you can launch triple Gourd limpet and a Balor chassis wing to someone. If you are lucky, you could give someone a Greywash counter of 16, because of this limited tactics from the Gourd called double the goddamn Greywash. Balor also prevent Greywash counter from being removed automatically, so the enemy battlegroup has to deal with it or die in the process, because 16 damage per turn is a lot of damage. I do recommend you to keep screening with the superior for repair when possible because the enemy will be shooting you up a lot for using the Masauwu, especially with 2 of them. Battlegroup Granzilla is another Farragut battlegroup, that interestingly has an island among the battlegroup, with the Farragut being the flagship to have a system slot for bulwark for more HP. It can also make the superior double screen for a bunch of repair, with Sublin Picket for more accuracy. The Amazon meanwhile, carried a NHP redlining ace squadron that can wreck themselves just fine because the Amazon will repair them. The island also comes with plenty of escorts and has even more repair capability if anyone requires it, also has a super heavy, in case it's not enough damage. Overall, this battlegroup is tough, and because it wants to get close, the enemy will push you away. So Interstellar Expeditionary Cross would be nice to have. Battlegroup Get Out of My Head is called that because it's a Tawa battlegroup with Echopraxic Imago, an e-warfare system that Tawa's boarding trait can somehow enhance because it involves boarding, and if that's not enough, you have Twin Laho with Lamprey missiles that can be fired with a single payload counter from range 4, a lot of people will be screaming in pain from you. 23rd Marine Regiment The Knights Interstellar is another Tawa battlegroup that wants to board all the things, even comes with subaltern combat crew and NHP boarding ace so you can board 3 things at once, 4 if you have Silver Crescent, it's just a lot of boarding. Superior double screening with Farragut is also here to keep your ass safe, and if someone decided to board you instead, you have a Tortuga. Huron is also here to quick load the subaltern combat crew and NHP co-pilot, because you could never have enough extra action. Battlegroup Sunbeam First Irregular is the only frigate flagship battlegroup in this episode, and of all things, it's a Huron. The goal here is simple: Greywash, Greywash, and Greywash, with subaltern crew being quick loaded by Huron to have as much action as possible. However, you basically have no defense, so your only hope is the enemy die from Greywash first before you get shot to pieces. And finally, Battlegroup Plumbob is a Huron battlegroup with a microburst boarding ace to board enemy all the way from range 5, this is done so because this battlegroup also has a pair of Cratons armed with Spinal Pedicle for a lot of pain, and because this battlegroup might not be doing much, it also has Legion Space Coordinator with Hughes down here to quick load it to spread its free action around more. Also a Piper to take in some missile attacks if needed, which with your distance, will take a long time to reach you. And that's basically it on the 10 carrier and frigate battlegroup I have reviewed. Once again, I would like to thank all of my viewers who have submitted their builds for this episode. This episode was definitely a bit more different than all the previous episodes of the series because of how different carrier battlegroup can be from on another. There's plenty of new tricks to learn from here. And, well, there's only one frigate battlegroup here, but it is possible to make a somewhat more viable one, usually with the Circeum, which can use its escort as a meat shield for extra protection. Again, not all of the builds you have seen here are the only viable ones, there's always something new build to be made in Lancer battlegroup. Anyway, that's about it for the series, and until something new arrives at Lancer battlegroup, this series is now on hiatus. That's all for now, and I will see you all next time. Hello there, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell button. If you really want to support my channel, you could visit my Patreon page, or buy me some coffee, links in the description. Anyway, have a nice day.